With Massachusetts restaurants banned from allowing diners to eat inside their establishments since the governor's order on March 15th, we thought we'd check in with local owners to see how they're doing with special Zoom editions of Back of the House. Pam Sulka, manager and baker of Muffins on Main in Westford Center, opened her shop in December of 2016 after Ellen Harde and her husband Mike bought the once Wright and Fletcher general store in April of the same year. I spoke with her about how the shop is faring during the COVID-19 shutdown, and she had some interesting things to share. Hi, Patty Starker here with WestfordCAT and a special Zoom edition of Back of the House. And even though we are not going to literally be in the back of Muffins on Main, we will be talking with Pam the baker to see how they're faring during this COVID-19 shutdown. How are you, Pam?
I'm very well. Thank you, Patty. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, we're all surviving as best we can.
Absolutely.
So I've been seeing on Facebook that Muffins on Main is open and they are finding a variety of ways to get the delicious muffins and scones and hot coffees to the public. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Pam?
Well, we're doing curbside pickup for the most part. If you call in advance, we'll have your order ready and out on a bookshelf right outside the door. Coffees and muffins and scones, and people are loving it. We have sometimes a line of cars just waiting to come get their goodies. We also have started Muffins on the Move. So you can call your order before 8 a.m. And if it's a large order, we do prefer 24 hours notice, just so I can put it into the numbers. And our delivery person will deliver it between 8:30 and 10 anywhere in Westford. So we are still inviting people in if they're wearing masks and maintaining the proper social distance so that we can keep the customers and our staff safe. So it's going very well. We're just grateful to the community for supporting us and just grateful to still be here.
Muffins on the Move was an idea you said from a past employee that you had last summer.
Right. Quiva Chan was a senior last year at WA, and she went off to Ireland to college. And when she came back early and not wanting to come back quite so early, she came back to work with us, and she said, I think we should do Muffins on the Move. And she came up with the plan and the details on how we should do it. And it's been going gangbusters. It's going very well. People are very appreciative of getting muffins delivered to their door.
So let me ask you this. You said you were speaking with Arnie Price, who is part of the Westford Health Department, and making sure that you're keeping up with the guidelines or safety guidelines. And are there any suggestions that he made to you guys?
Well, we just wanted to make sure that we had the proper masks and we were maintaining the distance. So we've created a separate area for our phone service, which is out in the main area where customers normally sit. And because our shop is small and behind the counter can be quite confined, so now we just try to keep one person back behind the counter and our phone person out front and another person filling the orders. But we're able to keep a safe distance now that we don't have customers.
So what do you have on the menu, Pam?
We have a slightly limited menu. I mean, our muffins, we have our regular blueberry lemon, cranberry orange, chocolate chip, French breakfast muffin, and the Marnie muffin. And we have those every day. And as we can, we'll try to have a seventh muffin. And that changes, and we put a sign in the window. And sometimes I try to get it on Facebook, but when you go to bed at 8 a.m. and get up at 4, I'm not that good with Facebook, so I try hard. But sometimes I can get up what those specialty muffins are going to be. But if people call, we have a list so that they can know what they have. The scones always have a blueberry and the cinnamon chip, chocolate chip, raspberry chocolate chip, either the apple or the cinnamon peach. We always have the James scone, which has become a very popular scone, raspberry, blueberry with a touch of lemon. And occasionally we'll bring in a specialty scone just to surprise people as they come in. Today we had the lemon pucker, and many people were very happy to see that one make its return. So always a nice variety.
I've been with you in the back of the house when you've been making muffins, and we actually did a show with the gingerbread house that you made.
Yeah.
So why don't you remind people how you got started baking and how you and Ellen concocted this idea of Muffins on Main?
Well, I worked at Kimball Farm for quite some time, and was just trying to think about how I might be able to go out on my own. So when Ellen bought the building across the street from her home at 40 Main Street, the space that had been many things over the years, but most recently it had been the fashion truck, a little dress boutique. And when that person moved on to bigger and better things, she said, "Hey, how would you want to put a muffin shop in that space?" And took me about 2.5 seconds to say, "Yeah, sure." So we worked on it together, and we did have to renovate the space and clean it up a bit, put a kitchen in, and with her help, it was just so much more fun to do with somebody. We've been able just to make this rather special little place that has become a nice little haven in the center of Westford.
I was going to say it's certainly been successful and is really a great addition to the center of town, and really is a great congregating place for the people of Westford. It's been great.
Yes, we've just have been overjoyed with the response that we've gotten from town, and the people who walk by, the people who come off the highway because they've put it in their phone and coffee shop pops up and they come up Boston Road and here we are. So it's been, we have some wonderful stories of people coming back from when they lived here as kids and when their grandparents lived here. And we keep a guest book over on the window, and people just write wonderful stories about how much they love Muffins on Main and what it means to them to have it in Westford. So it's just wonderful.
Maybe we could do a show and you and Ellen could do like a reading of some of those. That might be fun.
There are some good ones. There are some good ones. I'll read you this. Just this morning when I came in, this was on my baking table, and it was a letter from Maryland, and it says, "Dear Pam, my name is Mary Dugan, and my son Pat and daughter-in-law Marissa visit your place a lot. Whenever I visit them from Maryland, one of my first requests is to have coffee and a pastry at your wonderful shop. I noticed you're taking orders by phone, so enclosed is a check for you so my son Pat may order delightful treats during this pandemic. Hope all is well with you and your wonderful shop." I mean, it's just not often that you get wonderful letters in the mail when you come to work.
You should frame that for sure. Keep that on the wall. That's great.
We need more wall space because we've gotten a lot of them.
Just keep rotating them through.
Rotate them through is right. Good.
So if someone is interested in ordering for curbside pickup or takeout, what should they do?
Absolutely. They can call the shop. I get up early, but we are open at 6:30 in the morning, and the phone number is 978-788-4365. And we do hope that people are patient with us. We do only have one phone line, and so you will go to get a busy signal. There's a message that says, "Please call us back. We're probably on the phone with another muffin lover," and that has been happening a lot. So please be patient and call back, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. If you're walking, as many people are during the pandemic, you can walk up, and we put our screen door on. You can talk through the screen door. So any way we can get you your muffin, we'll be happy to do that.
That's a great idea. Pam Sulka, thank you very much to you and Ellen Harde for keeping the shop open and keeping Westford well fed.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Take care, Pam. Be safe.
Take care of yourself too. Bye-bye.
Muffins on Main is open from 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. During the shutdown, they are offering telephone and walk-in ordering, curbside pickup, and delivery anywhere in Westford from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.